Alright, so I've got a pig hanging on the rails here, and I'm going to break it down into its primals. So that'll mean there'll be 3 primals: the shoulders, the barrel and the legs, plus the head. First thing I'm going to remove is the trotters. Now these are definitely an underutilized cut. They make amazing dog treats if you smoke them, cut them thinly. Otherwise, use them for yourself, put them in a soup, make a stock. They got lots of cartilage that'll break down, add tons of flavor. Then I'm going to move on to the ears. These ones, if smoked, make excellent dog treats. They take a long time for the dog to get through them, and they're nice and healthy, a good distraction for the dog in the backyard. And now I'm going to move on to removing the head. So as you can see here, I'm just going to show you how I line up the head itself. I want to go just above those jowls at the base of the neck. So by coming in nice and square and then rotating the pig on the actual slide itself, it'll make it a whole lot easier to get that head off. Providing my cuts line up, I should be able to just cut straight into that atlas bone, which will make easy removal for the head itself. You can clearly see I've lined up right at that atlas bone there, and you can see the base of the skull and the top of the jowls there in the cheeks. Onto the shoulders now. So for me, I like to just go up at the base of that armpit there, and again, a nice straight line, and use the rails to rotate it around and make the pig spin and work for you. Alternatively, if you are breaking down a pig at home, you've done a home kill or you've gone hunting, you don't have to do it on the rails. It will make it a lot easier, but you can do it on the bench. Just the main thing is try and keep those cuts nice and straight and line them up. That way when you move on to cutting the shoulders away from the barrel, it'll have a nice square cut for your handsaw to go through. You won't have to worry about cutting into the flesh, you'll just simply be cutting the bone. A handy hint here is when you are removing the shoulders, if you're doing it on the rail or off a gantry, just be aware that that weight is going to drop. So make sure either you're underneath it to support it, or you've got a bucket or something or a tub there to catch it, because it will just drop. And these shoulders can range anywhere from 10 to 20 kilos depending on the size of the pig, so just be aware of that one. You should be fine, but like I said, just be prepared. There is a bit more weight than what you'd expect to be in those shoulders, and it's a little bit deceiving. So if you don't feel confident to catch it with your own arms, place a bucket or a tub underneath. Now, removing the barrel from the legs, I like to clear away the belly at the top where it connects to the base of the legs. It just gives me a whole lot better viewing, a lot better access inside the animal. Once I've gained access, I like to go one vertebrae down from the base of the pelvis. So by just stabbing in with my knife, you go along until the knife will pop in between those 2 vertebrae, and it should line up at the base of the leg there. Again, now it's just a matter of keeping your cuts nice and square and making sure they line up. By keeping your knife horizontal and square, you'll be able to spin that pig around and mark all the way around. That makes it nice and simple. All you have to do is just pick up the barrel and it'll just easily snap off. To recap what we've removed, we've got the legs, the shoulders, the barrel being the 3 primals, and then we've also got the head, the trotters and the ears. So again, make sure you try and utilize everything you can off the animal. If it's not something you want to eat yourself, see if you can smoke it or even just feed it to your dogs. It makes great pet food.